Hey, what's up guys, it's Risky here. Welcome to a quick guide on my channel here today. We're going to be showing you how to aim with the longbow, and I want to point out I am by no means the best at aiming with it. I do have a general idea of how to use it, and I have used it quite a bit out there on the map of Silver Ridge Peaks, which if you do want to get the longbow and you don't know how, you have to purchase Silver Ridge Peaks. At the time of uploading this video, Silver Ridge Peaks does come out July 8th on console, and it currently is out on PC. Unfortunately, you console guys got to wait a little bit longer, but if you do have it on PC and you're having trouble using the longbow, then this video should help you. So today I'm here at Parque Fernando at the little archery range here. If you do not have Parque, then Hirschfelden, which is a map that comes with any version of the game, there is a range there as well that you can use, but I prefer this one. I think it's a little bit better for practicing with the bows just because you can get a little bit closer. This video isn't really going to be a I tell you how to aim. It's going to be you watch me how I'm aiming and you replicate those movements in your own game. So if that makes any sense. Yeah, so let's just get started. So I'm going to go to the arrows and I'm going to equip the 540 grains because the difference between the arrows is that the 540 grains are a triple blade broadhead. You can see there's 3 blades and there's one pointing out from the top, and the difference between the 540s and the 350s and the 700s is that the 350s and the 700s are a 2 blade. They only have one on the left and one on the right, and I find those ones a little bit easier to aim. It's the same exact thing, it's just this one's a little bit more confusing because it has that little top blade and it gets in the way of your little sight line, you know what I mean? So we're gonna aim at this little puma target right here, which is 24 meters out. Let's zero in for 20 meters. And you pretty much just want to, you don't want to aim with the tip of the arrow right there. You don't want to aim with like the center of the arrow, if that makes sense. You don't want to put it right there, but you want to kind of put it in the middle. So if we go right about there, we'll hit the target. We're not going to be completely accurate, but when you're actually out there shooting the animals, it doesn't matter if you hit dead center. As long as you hit that general area there where that black part is on the target, it's going to be a lung hit, which is all you need to be deadly out there with this bow. So pretty much like right here, if I can point an arrow there in editing, you can kind of see where I'm aiming. Right about there is where you want to aim with this thing. Now, if this target's a little bit closer, you want to aim a little bit lower than that because obviously this target here in front of me, this black buck, is about 15 meters out and that one's 25 meters out. So if you aim a little bit lower, you'll be deadly. For me, when I'm out there using this bow in the actual, when I'm actually out there hunting with it, I don't like to take shots over like 25 to 30 meters. I just don't feel super comfortable with it yet. So I prefer taking short range shots because one, you get more penetration when you're closer. There's more power behind the arrow. It doesn't drop off all that velocity or whatnot. And it's just easier to hit targets closer with the bow. So for these, just aim a little bit lower. Like I said, you're pretty much just watching me how I'm aiming this thing. I'm not really like telling you how. You're just watching me. It's the best way I can explain it here. So now we'll swap over to the 350 grains and I'll show you. See, these are only a 2 blade. There's one on the left, one on the right, and there's none on the top. So it's a little bit different. It's the same exact thing. See, we'll just aim lower and boom, smoked them with the bullseye there. It's the same exact thing. It's just that top blade isn't there, which I find it easier to aim with these. So put it down below the target a little bit. Below where you want to hit is pretty much where you're going to be aiming. So I'm aiming for the red and I'm going to put it just a tad bit below that. Boom, we'll hit the 10 right there, bullseye. Now let's extend the target out a little bit farther. Let's see the distance on that water buffalo target. That's 35 meters out. So we'll zero in for we'll do 40 and we'll put it just right about there. And that hit a little bit high, so we don't even need to raise up that much. We can still put it below where we want to hit, and that's still a little bit too much. That still would be a deadly shot that would still go through and hit the lung. So let's just aim it even lower. Boom, we're aiming way too high with this. Let's try 20 meters and try aiming a little bit higher. Boom. Man, you really don't have to at that range. Only 35 meter distance, you really don't have to. So put it a little bit lower. Boom. So those aren't bad shots. They're not great. They're not perfect or anything. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I said at the beginning of this video, I'm nowhere near the best with this thing, but those shots there are killer shots. That Cape Buffalo would be dead. This Puma right here, boom, would be dead if I hit him with that. That duckling over there, the little duck or whatever the hell, boom, smoked it. So I hope that kind of helped. I know I'm not the best at explaining things, but I don't really know how to explain that. Like, I can show you how to use it, but I can't really tell you how to use it properly. It's kind of one of those things where you are watching and learning instead of, you know, listening and learning, if that makes any sense. But anyways, hopefully that helps you. If it did, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some pretty awesome Silver Ridge Peaks hunts this week. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.